Hello, YouTube fans. This is Clown here to review slash talk about and my thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for the PlayStation 4. And also, I'm also going to talk about Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, first, I'll put the Game Boy aside real quick. The Game Boy game aside, and let's talk about this game, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So, what do I think about this game? I literally give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's really good. I like it a lot. I always wanted a Dragon Ball Z game that was like this, and I'm glad it's out, and I'm glad that we get to finally play it. And a lot of people might say that that's the thing. With these, I'm going to say this right now. With these Dragon Ball Z games that are all PG, a lot of people saying that the gameplay is repetitive. Have you ever played an RPG before? Have you played Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts? Have you played any of those games? You will realize that, hey, fighting is mostly the game. And could it get boring? No shit. But there's stuff inside the game that sometimes can make you do other things so you can forget about all that shit. Especially if you're just going like this, like pressing A. Of course you're going to be bored. Instead of strategizing and going like, doing, all right, go, and then seeing it and being like, oh, awesome. Then of course you're going to be fucking dumb. I'm sorry. People that act that way, I feel like you don't know how to play an RPG. You really don't. For crying out loud. There's people that hate this game, and I'm just like, then you don't know how to play. You really don't know how to play this game. You really don't. If you hate this game, you don't know how to play it. You don't know how to play it. Suck my dick with that, because you don't. It's the same thing with Donkey Kong, Jungle Climb? Oh, that game sucks. You don't know how to play it. Are you holding it and swinging, and then instead of just grabbing and jumping, jump and grab and jump? Because that's what you're supposed to do. Going back to this game, I like that you could get some characters, like you could get Trunks and everything like that. The cinematography, when they have cutscenes and they're about to lead up to a battle, like when you're about to fight Cell or Frieza or Boo, great, just great. All of those boss fights are great. I love those scenes and love those cutscenes, man. And there's side quests in this game too. That's how you level up and all that shit. And you can eat in this game too. All I have to say is all of that stuff is great. I really do. I enjoy it. They even have an episode that's a side episode from Dragon Ball Z of Goku driving and shit. That shit, I remember that episode as a kid, but I didn't remember it all as much because I was a kid watching it. But playing that part of the game was so funny to me. Piccolo was just being like, I don't care, I just want to be, Goku in something, It's like, you didn't pass your driver's license, I don't give a damn. It's like, yo, shit like that, I don't give a damn, I just want to be Goku. Everybody wants to be Goku, and Goku's not even trying. So, this goes with the whole, with Dragon Ball Z lore. There are some flaws, not with the game, but with the series a little bit. Like, I always had this as a problem. When I rediscovered it as an adult, I told my friend, that's stupid. When Goku sacrifices himself to kill Cell because he was about to blow up the whole planet, I thought that was dumb. Why? Because as a kid, I don't know why, as a kid, I literally thought Cell beat the living shit out of Goku and absorbed Goku, and that's why he could do the Kamehameha and all that shit. I don't know why I thought about that as a kid, But seeing that part of, Gohan being all badass and shit, and all of a sudden Goku was like, oh shit, he's about to blow himself up. I'm proud of you, and then goes to King Kai. Hi, King Kai, I don't even know where to put it. What? It was funny, but when you really think about it, it's like, what the fuck? That's all you can think of, guys? The fuck is wrong with you? And it doesn't go to the game. It goes with the developers and the people that made the show and the anime and all that shit and the manga. Stupid stuff like that. Look, I love stupid stuff in Dragon Ball Z. I do. I think it's funny, hilarious, and all that. But that part, I thought was so dumb and so stupid that I was just like, people want to talk shit about GT, but they don't want to go ape shit about that scene. I'm going ape shit with that scene because fuck that scene. That scene is bullshit in my opinion. Always been bullshit in my opinion. Always been bullshit. It's always been bullshit. And then all of a sudden, Cell comes in, still badass, but at the same time, what was the point of him coming back if you were going to just to kill off Goku? That's it. They do a lot of things like that in this franchise that I'm just like, stop it. And it's little tiny. Sometimes it's always 100% good. You know, at least 95% good. And then that little percentage is them fucking up, and I'm just like, stop it. For kind of loud, the GT, the what is it? Dragon Ball's GT haters would be like, oh, haha, you see? And it's like, shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. Really. For kind of loud. But, again, this game is good. It goes to the Sand Saga all the way to the Boo Saga, which, these two games have a lot in common. They really, really do, but they're both different. But, I still enjoy this game. Highly recommend it. There's still stuff you could do after you beat the game, and I still recommend it. Some people might say, hey, people keep buying these Dragon Ball Z games and they just don't do a masterpiece. They do an okay game, which I haven't played a Dragon Ball Z game in a long time and all that shit, so I'm just like, I'm getting it, and I can understand why people feel that way. Like, hey, there's been all these Dragon Ball Z games or Dragon Ball games in general, and there hasn't been the game that is the definitive Dragon Ball for everyone to play. To me, a definitive Dragon Ball game, despite how you feel about GT, it doesn't fucking goddamn matter. This is the definitive version for me if you want to make a game of Dragon Ball Z. My friend talked about this too, because he didn't buy this game. He played it, but he didn't buy it. He bought it from a friend, but even he was like, what's the point of getting it if it's the same story that we've been playing since we were fucking kids? And this game is the same thing. We've been playing the same story over and over again. We keep getting it. Why? Because we love this story, yes, but why is this company trying to push that out? I got the Legacy of Goku series, so why is these companies putting out the same thing of the Dragon Ball Z franchise? It's because it's the most famous one. And when Dragon Ball came to America, no one didn't give a fuck about Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball, but when Dragon Ball Z came, it just was a phenomenon. And then GT, I like GT. Some people don't. Well, too fucking bad. All right? It's sad that the people that do like GT are the minorities. Sadly. Just because, the creator of Dragon Ball wasn't a part of it? So? Yeah, because he was a part of Super, right? And everyone likes that, right? Not to say there's no flaws with Super. I just watched the movie that started the Super franchise, and I liked it. There was some flaws with it. Like, there was not a lot of fighting and all that stuff, but for a beginning movie to bring back all the characters back and everything like that, and to get things started for a new franchise, it did its job, But again, the characters that I love to play as, if I had the team that I had was Gotenks, no, not Gotenks, Trunks, Future Trunks, because I love Future Trunks. Future Trunks is a badass, okay? I don't care what no one says. I like that character. And Android 18, because she's a waifu, okay? And maybe Goku or Vegeta, because you can only pick like 3 party members. So there you go. Overall, I still recommend getting this game if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan or Dragon Ball in general. But going back to what I said, there should be a Dragon Ball game that has Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super when it's finished, maybe in the future, and Dragon Ball GT. It doesn't matter if it's canon or not. Just put them in the fucking game. Put it all in one game so we can have a good experience, man. For real. You don't want to play Dragon Ball, or you don't want to play Super or GT, so you just want to play Dragon Ball Z all through your lifetime, and then still having the same people complain about, oh, they never change it. Why? Then ask them to change it. Ask Namco, Bandai Namco, hey, is it possible for the next Dragon Ball Z game or the Dragon Ball game, whenever you want to do it eventually, can you have all the series together in one game? No? Is that too much? If it's too much, then If it's too much, then there's a problem with that because it shouldn't be too much. You know how many times we got the same fucking story of this franchise? I'm not complaining. I like it. I don't mind. There's different versions of this, but at the same time, how many times we're going to play that version? And the thing is, this version is not complete. There's never been a definitive complete version of Dragon Ball Z. That's why I'm saying, that's why one of the reasons why I gave it an 8 out of 10. But I do wish one day, maybe whoever is watching this from, maybe from Bandai Namco, I don't know, maybe in the future, you can put Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and GT all in one. And will that game take long? Yes, I don't care. If you make it into an RPG or fighter, I don't care. I really don't care. If you make it into an RPG, I'll probably get it more because I'm a more RPG guy than a fighter guy. Sorry, that's just the way I am. That's just the way I am. Ever since I grew up, I like more RPGs more than fighting games and shooting games and all that. I'm just that type of person, that type of gamer. But and that's why I would do for the next Dragon Ball game if you want to do something epic like this, basically, and then have some of the side stuff. You don't have to do all other stuff that are from the show, like some of the stuff that weren't like part of the canon. Basically, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can put some of it there and be like, hey, that's fun, like a little side mission and shit, But overall, put some of the stuff that. Put more side stuff, basically, but also more of mainline stuff of like Dragon Ball Z, GT, and also Super, Because I would love to see all of that shit all in one game. You know how badass that would be? But no, I guess I'm the dumb one. And yet, I'm the dumb one for wanting that because I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Z, but yet a Dragon Ball Z fan won't want that? And then yet they call themselves a Dragon Ball Z fan? Yeah, okay. Whatever. I'll just be playing my Game Boy Advance GT, which is actually not bad. So, again, I recommend this game. Get it. This game goes to the same saga as this, the Sand to Buu saga. And I love this game. It's hard as shit. It is. But it's fun. It is. It's actually really fun. And if you learn about how the gameplay works and everything like that, it's really good. I played it on my phone. And I beat it. Because I used cheats, obviously. But I didn't use cheats here. I'm doing it, as what the game is. The reason I use cheats for my phone games is because I just wanted to get the review over with and all that shit. But, overall, I like the battle mechanics and all that. Once you have the cheat code, obviously, which goes to 99cc, I had a choice to either have my health not decline or have a whole bunch of CC. So I decided to have CC. So the card battle system is not bad. I like it. It reminds me of Chain of Memories, even though Chain of Memories doesn't have the numbers and all that. Chain of Memories has the numbers, but this one doesn't. It just has pictures and all that, and does effects and all that, like hitting, status effects and all that shit. I like it. I really do. And it's a really beloved game, in my opinion. A lot of Dragon Ball Z fans do like this game. But the people that don't like this game, I'll say this right now, you don't know how to play it. You don't know how to play this game. You don't. I know how to play this game, and I still get my ass kicked. And I'll say this. This game is since this game has a new game plus, so you can unlock all the villains and all the people that you didn't unlock, which is awesome. So by the third time you playing the game, like basically game plus 3, game plus, game plus, yeah, you basically have everything in the game. So the game does recommend you playing it more than once. And if you die on a boss or something like that, the game does recommend you shut it off and turn it back on, kind of like in Final Fantasy Legends, when you're trying to get all the meat, all the monsters and all that, and you didn't get the right monster, so you have to turn it off, turn it back on, and do it again. It's almost like that when you lose and all that, because if you do, there's certain types of people you won't get, basically. So I like this game, really highly recommend it, and it's just really fun. I'm about to go to the Cell Saga right now. I just beat Frieza. Frieza's a fucking bitch in this game. All I have to say is, Frieza, Frieza is unpredictable. All right, so I give this game for if it was a console game, I give it an 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. But for a mobile game, for a handheld game, I give it a 10 out of 10 or at least a 9 out of 10. That's how good I think it is. It's still hard, but I only recommend it to the hardcore Dragon Ball Z fans and to the hardcore RPG fans because this shit is hard, but not so hard that you won't be able to beat it. But it's still hard to be like fuck. But I won't recommend playing this game in a long session because you might get exhausted and be like, oh, because the battles are long. They would take a long time, which is one of the criticisms that people point out about this game, which I will agree with. The battles do take too long. For an RPG, the battles should not take that long, but that's the chunk of the game, basically. There's no open world and all that, basically. It's not a traditional RPG as is what you may think, you know. But still, I like it. Highly recommend it. Dragon Ball Fusion. This game I've been wanting to get for a while because I just love Dragon Ball, and then the fact that you can grab any character like Pokemon and you can fuse them together, and it's just awesome. So this game is basically the story is that you and your friend wish for a Dragon Ball tournament, and it happens. And all the Dragon Ball characters from past, present, and future are all in this freaking little tiny freaking game. All right, even some characters from Super, I believe. And yes, and it's just a really good game. Really good. I like it really much. Really fun. And a lot of people say that, you know, it's repetitive with the gameplay. And I have to say this. It's an RPG. Play Final Fantasy. Like the old ones. Like Final Fantasy 4, 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9. All of those games have the same battle mechanics. If you think that, oh, it's repetitive, then what do you want me to tell you? You know what? I'll say this. If you think that a turn-based system is repetitive, then an RPG game is not for you, boo-boo. Why would you get a Dragon Ball game that's a turn-based, an RPG game, if you're going to complain about it being too slow? Now, look, most people be like, well, didn't you say this game is kind of too slow? There's a difference. This game goes a little bit too slow because, again, you're trying to take time and effort and you're trying to think of a strategy in this game. But some people, casual people, just want to press the button and fight instead of just strategizing. And that is bullshit to me. That, to me, is like, then don't play RPGs. If you just want to go like this. What is this, Final Fantasy 13? Even in Final Fantasy 13, there's an option for you to not do the auto shit. And you still complain about it. And yeah, when Earthbound has the auto, you don't want to talk about it, right? Right? The auto is there for a reason. You do know that, right? The auto battles. When RPGs have auto battles, it's there for a reason. It's not there just because, oh, I don't know how to play. Maybe you think that because you don't know how to play. You don't fuck. That's how I feel about when these people say, oh, the gameplay is repetitive. It's an RPG. The fuck? Are you saying that with the Mario and Luigi saga? Oh no, because you're actually pressing buttons. Do you want that? Is that what you want? Okay, then maybe you should play this game, because that game does this. Some people suspect some games to be what they want, and then when they play it and it's not, they completely talk shit about it. And it's like, do you want every game that you play be like a fucking masterpiece? This is why there's some problems with game developers, game companies, and gamers in general. It's stupid. Just have fun with a game if it's fun. It's all that matters. If the game is fun and challenging, shut the fuck up. If there's no problems with it, shut the fuck up. What, just because it's not, what, Last of Us? Or Final Fantasy 6? Or even what? Mario Brothers 3? Shut the fuck up, man. Just because a game is not a masterpiece doesn't mean it's shit. But there's a lot of people out here that think it's just crap. Like, these games right here, all these games that I mentioned, like or the gameplay is repetitive, and why are we having the same shit over and over again and all that shit. In this game, a lot of people say they kind of have their cake and eat it too, which they kind of did, but I don't care. I really don't care. If I can have the same experience with the story, but different types of gameplays, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. But most people are like, hey, it's your fault then. This is the reason why they never changed anything. I barely play any of these games. I just got them like this year and shit, guys. I didn't even know this game existed until this year. I didn't even know this game existed until this year. Most people be like, where have you been? Doing other shit. Seriously. Focusing on myself. Spiritually and all that. But at the end of the day, guys, these Dragon Ball games, I highly recommend them. I really do. If I was going to give you the definitive version to play these Dragon Ball games, I would say play this, if you're a hardcore RPG, and play the Legendary Goku saga, Legendary Goku series, then Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Then after that, watch the anime or the manga. If not, just play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, then watch the anime and manga. That's really it. So that's really it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think about these games, what I told you about, and have you played any of these games? And if you have, tell